Kearis Jackson. He has no opening statement.
Kearis, you were able to make some big plays in that game Saturday. Just what did it mean to you to play that role and to be able to help the offense like you did?
Yeah, it meant a lot to myself and my teammates as well. You know, those guys were more excited than I was to see myself make a play, and just knowing all the hard work that we put in throughout the week was able to pay off, you know. And it just goes back to preparation for the game, man. Just knowing how they was going to attack us and how they was going to line up, that I know I had opportunities throughout the game that I was probably going to get, and I was able to capitalize on it and put my team in great shape to score touchdowns.
How did you personally celebrate the SEC's championship Saturday night?
I didn't really celebrate it too much. I know we got bigger goals ahead of us, and I'm happy that as a team that we were able to advance to an SEC championship, but at the same time, we have bigger goals, and winning the East is a goal that we had on our bucket list, but we had, like I said, we have bigger goals than just winning the East.
Following up on that, you've been here 5 years, you've won the East 4 times. From your perspective, what does it take to sustain that success through multiple years, multiple classes of players, that kind of stuff?
Like I said, we have bigger goals than just winning the East. On the record, I have no SEC championship wins, and that's something I'm looking forward to. For one, it's always around my birthday, and I've never won one, so that'll be great for us to go in there and have the opportunity to play around my birthday once again and have an opportunity to do something great.
Kearis, did you ever talk to coaches about having a big role in terms of being targeted or anything like that, or did you know kind of what you do well and the other guys around you and what their roles are?
Yeah, I never was the one that asked for targets. You know, I played my role and just was happy with it. You know, I know I've stayed patient, very unselfish guy, so I just knew whenever that opportunity would come, I was gonna capitalize on it because I played in big games before. I've been here long enough to know how things go here, and I'm just excited that when I do get an opportunity, I'm able to capitalize on it. And not only if I'm doing this for myself, but I'm doing it for my teammates as well, because they're not only looking at what you can do with the ball in your hands, they're looking at what you do outside with the ball not in your hands. And I know I'm a great blocker. I'm going to have guys in the right position, don't just be a vocal leader, being a leader out there on the field, just trying to make sure I be the best version of myself that I could be, because at the same time, it's not about just getting the football every time. You can get the football 100 times in the game and still lose, so what would that help you with? So as long as we keep winning, I mean, I'm excited. I'm not tripping on no targets being thrown my way. I'm just excited that we win and I'm a part of something great.
Kearis, I want to see if you can give me some examples of the way this receiving room has grown and matured throughout the year. And if you can, maybe some example too of some of the younger teammates who have really kind of stepped up so far this year.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if you noticed, but the game is starting to turn into like a perimeter type of game. You know, a lot of balls being thrown out on the perimeter, and a huge shout outs to Big O too. I'm thinking about the way we came out of halftime, and we had that jet sweep to Ladd, and how Big O was able to almost block 2 guys on that one play, and he was able to take it like 75 yards, and just knowing that the game is starting to change, and we have to be able to like work towards that change. And just the way that Coach B-Mac has helped us along the way by coverage recognition. That was a big part of how I made a play on 3rd and 8 versus Mississippi State, and just knowing coverage recognition. And for myself, I knew that Mississippi State, they would be coming out from the areas from 3rd to 6th to 9. They were going to be more 60% middle field open and 40% middle field closed. So the play that we called, I was like, hey, the middle of the field about to be open. So it's just a recognition that what we do throughout the week and the preparation that we have by Coach B-Mac and Coach Mike, and just putting us in the right position to be successful. And that's been a big change in my game. I feel like just knowing what I'm doing and how can I help this team out, and just being able to be the best version of this offense that we can be.
Kearis, walk me through the catch you had on the sideline where you kind of turned around and made a great play. What do you remember about how that play kind of unfolded?
It was a fastball play, so we was trying to hurry up and get lined up, and knowing we was out, like had those Tennessee type of linemen, and we was out wide, and just knowing that like I said, it goes back to coverage recognition. If he was going to be playing too high, I was going to be stopping, but I feel like I had a chance to take it deep, and Stetson gave me an opportunity and had to come back to it and make a great contested catch on him, and just being able to know that put us inside the red zone. And I think a few plays later, Stetson ran it in for a touchdown. It's plays like that that help us as an offense, being able to make plays downfield and set up even plays for Stetson to get in for a touchdown, even our running back. So it was exciting to be out there, go out there and make a play. I think it was a first down play, but just excited to be able to have some type of role.
Kearis, as you've been here, you've seen tight ends become basically multiple, like two on the field almost all the time. And the downside of that is there's less snaps for receivers. How has that changed how you all get on the field, how competitive maybe it is to get on the field? We were talking about targets earlier, but it does seem like tight ends get on the field more, receivers are less.
Right. If something is working, why stop it? That's my mindset. Hey, I'm here to win games. I'm not here to have 1,000 yards, 20 touchdowns. I know if I wanted to come in for that, I probably would have went somewhere else. But I'm trying to put numbers on those walls and trying to be a national champion, an SEC champion. So whatever Coach Mackin feels like is going to put us in the best position to win, I'm down for it. I mean, I'm a team player, and when you have guys like that on your team, that's what makes you successful. You can't have selfish guys on your team because that just bringing negative energy around the offense. But we have guys like myself who is unselfish, who is going to go in there when their number is called and make a play, whether it's blocking or catching the ball. That's what makes you more efficient. And when you can do that at a high level, it's kind of hard to stop, you know. And if I was a defense coordinator, I know I'd be stressed out too, having to figure out how can I have almost like a sixth offensive lineman in, like with Darnell with his size and his capabilities of blocking and running routes. You know, you have Brock at the same time who is able to block and run routes. And that, I know they're much bigger than myself, but it's just a weapon that we can always use, and it's hard to stop that.
Yeah, where have you seen Stetson Bennett grow and improve the most over the course of the season? Obviously, you played a lot of football before, but now, you know, third, full year as a starter, I guess. Where have you seen him grow as the season has gone on?
His maturity and his confidence level. I know it's off the charts. I know seeing Stetson like 2020, I think that was around his first time, came back and able to start. You know, what we was doing wasn't efficient enough. So now we're able to find ways to work around him to be more efficient, and it's been showing that he's having confidence in what we're doing, whether it's play action, whether that's letting him get the opportunity to roll out the pocket just a little, and just using his skill ability, taking that with the guys around him and just mixing it all together to make something great happen. So I'm excited with how the player he's become and how the way he's worked himself up to be the player he's able to be now.
It's time for one more question.
Kearis, over here, you talk about bigger goals. What would it mean to you guys to have a perfect season? I know you don't want to get too far ahead, but that's part of putting numbers on the wall, but doing something that's been done only once around here to go through a whole season, win a national title, and win every game.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be great. Honestly, I've never been a part of no undefeated seasons besides like rec league or something like that, but I'm sure that'll be very different and very special. I feel like this team is special enough to accomplish a goal like that, but we have to be able to focus on this week, which is who we have, Kentucky, and it's always hard to go to Kentucky, especially on the road in November, because they don't remember what you're doing in November. So you can go in and actually execute, and then that's moving towards our goal. But we have to worry about this week first in order to put those type of numbers on the wall.
Thank you, Kearis.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Kearis.
Thanks, Kearis.